Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, January 6th of 2024. My name is Sean Flowerday. I am the chair of the county board. With me is Vice Chair Rick Vest and Commissioners Roma Amundsen, Matt Schulte, and Krista Yoakum. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, please begin.
Location announcement of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act. Copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located in the wall of the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, all materials to be discussed at today's open meeting are available for electronic viewing from the county clerk's staff. Printing options are available upon request. The meeting materials can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Brings us to item 1, minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on January 9th, 2024.
Move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Abstain.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0 with an abstention. Item 2, claims. Approval of the claims processed through January 16th, 2024. And I'll note for the commissioners, there is an amendment for payroll.
I would move approval of the claims process through January 16th, 2024, with the addition of payroll disbursements through January 10th, 2024.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Brings us to item 2B, approval of a claim to Rabble Mill in the amount of $50,233.82.
I move approval. Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Abstain.
Motion carries 4-0 with an abstention. Brings us to item 3, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are the approval of A, amendments to the following county contracts. C-21-0717 with Felsberg Holton Olvig for on-call environmental engineering services at the request of the county engineer. C-21-0145 with Fresh Start to provide transitional housing for Lancaster County Community Corrections Program participants. B, right-of-way contracts with the following: WizKids LLC, South 68th Street, in the amount of $20,317.50, and Chris and Jennifer Ascalon, North 112th Street and Waverly Road, in the amount of $748. And then C, receive and place on file the county attorney quarterly report for October through December.
Move approval of the consent items?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Brings us to item 4, new business. 4A, special events permit application from Scott Wieskamp for the annual 2024 annual Animal Run, the 2024 Animal Run event to be held on February 3rd, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Good morning. John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is the permit for their annual event. They've been doing this for a number of years. It's held February 3rd. It's going to be a little cold, but you know, that's what they do. They use the volunteer fire department to take care of a lot of the traffic issues that they have and make sure people stay safe. So if you have any questions, I can attempt to answer them.
Yeah, I think we're familiar with this because they have done it
Yep,
before and they
they do a good job with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Move approval.
I'll second that.
Of course, this being Nebraska, by 2 weeks from now, it'll probably be 50 degrees.
Who knows?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Brings us to item 4B, an agreement with Kate Speck, PhD, to provide train-the-trainer sessions to enable Lancaster County Community Corrections employees to train others in their department to utilize motivational interviewing techniques. The cost of the county is not to exceed $2,400.
Morning, Commissioners. Jeff Kilpatrick with Community Corrections. This is a follow-up training. Last month, we trained about 30 of our staff on motivational interviewing. We've selected a group of staff that will now be the folks that will continue to do weekly and monthly training and also be instrumental in ensuring the fidelity of the instrument that we're using for this best practice.
I would move approval.
And I will second that. It's a good program.
Yeah. Glad to see it.
Yeah. So where, give us a little more insight here, Jeff. Where did the folks come from that we've trained, the 30 people? Where are
They were all community corrections staff.
Community corrections, okay. And then they'll be going out to the
No,
jail?
the trainers will then ensure that staff continue to use the tool the way it's intended to be used. They'll also be instrumental in training new staff that might come on board and making certain that they're really doing it to the fidelity of the model.
So, yeah, not just a one-time training, but regular
Regular,
follow-ups
right.
to make it.
So that people don't get into bad habits, and this will be someone that'll be on a regular basis supervising their skills.
So, okay, well, my question is, could a commissioner get this training? I mean, would that be a possibility? I know you're pretty flexible over there, but,
We're very flexible, yes.
okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir.
We have a motion? We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Item 4C, a contract with the Office Interiors and Design Incorporated to provide systems furniture for Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. The cost of the county is not to exceed $150,000.
Howdy.
I believe Captain Vic was over last time and spoke with you all, and nothing has changed on that. And again, it's just for our main level and the remodel, and all the money doesn't come from the taxpayers on that.
All right.
That's a good thing to know.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Brings us to item 4D, contract with Pavers Incorporated to provide the annual supply of asphaltic concrete. Cost of the county is not to exceed $50,000.
John Berry, Lancaster County Engineering. This is our contract with pavers. This is the asphalt that our maintenance guys use to generally go around and do the patches that we can take care of.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Item 4E, recommendation from the purchasing agent on behalf of county engineering to award a bid to Pavers Incorporated for hot-in-place asphalt in the Southwest 98th Street, Southwest 100th Street. The total cost of the county is $2,678,797.86.
I move approval V.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I'll just make a comment. The engineer did call me earlier this morning, said she wasn't able to make it down because there's still work on some roads and stuff like that. But just looking at the bidding, it's interesting that in a $2.7 million bid, only $80,000 something difference between two contractors for this. So,
Probably got the right number then.
yep, exactly.
All right. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. For F, a grant contract authorizing Integrated Behavioral Health Services, IBHS, to utilize up to $2,300,000 the American Rescue Plan Act funds to pay the cost of IBHS of acquiring, improving, and furnishing real property located at 3220 North 14th Street, Lincoln, to utilize as a voluntary crisis response center.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Director of Human Services for the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County. And this project, I know we've been talking about for a while now. This was formerly called Mental Health Respite, still the same project, new name, except we're excited today because we have a property, and I'm not going to tell you about it, but Jeremy and Dave are here from Nick, from Integrated Behavioral Health Services, and they will share more information on exactly what the project is and what it'll look like moving forward. So,
Cool.
Jeremy.
Hello, Commissioners. My name is Nick Flewelling, and I'm the Executive Director of Integrated Behavioral Health Services. This is Jeremy Luganbale, the owner of Integrated Behavioral Health Services. First, we'd like to thank you for choosing Integrated Behavioral Health Services. We as an agency commit to ensuring that we fulfill all obligations as a community partner and will not let the community and stakeholders down. Integrated Behavioral Health Services has an effective history of treating some of the most difficult cases with folks who are having complex mental health difficulty within our state. We have the expertise and commitment of our staff to take this tough task. The Voluntary Crisis Response Center is designed to help those who are in crisis with potential need of mental health respite care. We will be effective in relieving overutilizations of the hospital emergency system, Lancaster County Mental Health Center utilizations, and help reduce unnecessary utilizations of Lancaster County Corrections. We fully understand the charge of working closely with the above stakeholders, to include the other county stakeholders and law enforcement officers, to ensure the Voluntary Crisis Response Center program is used as intended. The Voluntary Crisis Response Center program, located at 3220 North 14th Street, will be licensed by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services as a 16-bed mental health center that will provide crisis services to include medication management, dialectical behavioral therapy, solution-focused therapy, and various group-style education. Our staff will be trained in CPI, which is a communications tool used widely in helping to reduce escalations. This program will have an integrated respite program that will allow for additional lengths of stay to promote well-being, but also to ensure proper referrals are made with the folks and don't somehow end up in another system. Our planned opening date is September 1st, 2024. We have a strong team working ahead to ensure we meet our goal. The county has taken every measure it could in contracting with Integrated Behavioral Health Services to ensure barriers have been removed. We are grateful for this opportunity, and we can gladly answer any questions that you may have.
I think we've been watching this for a while and really excited to get to this point. I'm familiar with that space, and I think that'll serve you well there. It looks like a good location.
Really excited about this. Happy to see this project moving forward.
It's
We'll
glad
watch out
that
for the grand opening.
Yes,
please.
We
I'm
will
really
be
glad
there.
that this is coming online.
So these are among 16 of the most important beds in Lancaster County. I mean, this is a significant initiative here. And we've had a lot of people telling us about the revolving door population who aren't getting the care they need to sustain good mental health and good behavioral practices that we need. So the opportunity to invest in it and to partner with you all is a big deal to us. And we are genuinely excited to hear September 1st, 2024, we can start operating this facility. Thank you.
I would move approval.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you for your support of this, and then also thank you for Candace, because she spent a lot of hours on this contract and going back and forth with this. So,
Great job.
yes.
Seriously.
And then also, there's, while you're attending Jeff's training on motivational interviewing, we have a training today at noon right here on family engagement, and you all are welcome to attend that too.
Thanks all. Thank you.
Commissioners, that brings us to 4G. I have a note that we're holding 4G1, so I'll read 4G2, which is a settlement agreement and general release with Lancaster County and the following for Aaron Lace.
Move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next item I have on the agenda is item 5, hold for executive session.
I move that we go into executive session for the purpose of pending litigation, potential litigation which is imminent as evidenced by communication of a claim or threat of litigation to or by the public body, and legal advice, and to protect the public interest at 9:20 a.m.
Move approval.
I move.
Oh, second.
You're the second.
Oh, I mean, I
From the
can second that, yes.
All good.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion and a second to go into executive session at 9:20 a.m. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. We are out of exec session. Commissioners, next item on the agenda is public comment. Those wishing to speak in items related to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
I assume you know the drill, state your name for the record, and only 5 minutes for comment.
Pardon me?
I was just saying, the drill hasn't changed. It's 5 minutes for public comment, state your name for the record. No differences.
Good morning, Board. And how about that win in Iowa? The people showed up. Praise Jesus. Whew. We love that. All right. So I always like to talk about election integrity, and I'm here today because one of the main things about election integrity is protecting our kids, protecting the children. And when we use electronic voting machines, we're cheating. Those machines being put in place is for cheating. Ever since they've been put in place, it's been cheating. And what are we teaching our children? Who here up here? Do you like to cheat? I don't think so. Do you teach your children to cheat? I don't think so. But that's what we're doing. We're teaching our children to win no matter the cost, to cheat. Cheating is not okay. And anyone who believes that the President Biden received lawful 81 million votes, it's insane. Since the big cheat, Americans are worse off financially. Energy prices are up over 31%. Gas prices are up over 34%. Groceries have risen over 20%, and natural gas is up 27%. Since the big cheat, over 100 people are still locked up in Washington, D.C., and there has been absolutely no conviction. That is unconstitutional. Since the big cheat, the Biden administration has sent trillions of dollars over to Ukraine. Since the big cheat, we've had millions of illegal immigrants into our country and into this city. Since the big cheat, our legislature is trying to pass laws to mutilate our children and to put males in female sports. Since the big cheat, over 17 million people have died because of the the residents' position in the White House because of the mRNA. That was never a vaccine. And anybody here that took the Pfizer or Moderna shot, God help you. People are dying because of that and not because of the fake COVID. I just don't know when people will wake up to that, especially here on this board. My heart breaks for these people, especially these children that are being brought over on the border, are being killed, and they're being raped. Nobody is stopping this. The children in Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, they're being murdered. Build back better? Really? It's because of cheating. And none of you allowed us this last year to have a meeting that we could sit down and have a talk about these machines. It's destroying our country. Families, babies are dying. In Matthew 18, Jesus said, "But if any of you causes one of these little ones who trust in me to lose their faith, it would be better for you to have a rock tied around your neck and thrown in the water." Better? Woe upon the world for all its evils. Temptation to do wrong is inevitable, but woe to the man who does the tempting. So if your hand and your foot causes you, you better cut it off. Jesus is taking revenge.
Any other members of the public wishing to speak? Hearing none. Mr. Clerk.
Item 7 is announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, January 18th, 2024 at room 112 of the County City Building. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will attend a tri-county breakfast meeting with Douglas and Sarpy counties on Friday, January 19th, 2024 at 7:30 a.m. at the Huruska Law Center, 635 South 14th Street in Lincoln. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on LNK TV. LNK TV is available in Allard Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 1300. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are streamed live on YouTube and Facebook. LNK TV apps are also available on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Item 8 is adjournment.
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Best,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Schulte,
Yep.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. We are adjourned.